I think I have found the perfect balance from database setup to data querying, authentication management, to user privileges management, and many more. So for the past 2 months, I have been exploring this combo of Svelte and Convex, which I think makes the perfect balance between developing front-end and back-end in the same codebase, but at the same time semantically separate, making the web development fun again. For those who don't know, Svelte is a framework which has this really nice style of separating your client-side code and server-side code into different files, which allows you to run code safely on the server. It also has some more advanced features like hooks, which run every time a request is sent. Also, for the newer version, they added remote functions, allows to run server code by directly calling it as a function in your client code. Before trying out Convex, I have been using Supabase for several years already, but recently I decided to give Convex a try. So what Convex basically is, it's a database and a wrapper for your database that allows you to write your schemas inside your code base and then accessing them by writing queries inside your code base. But then also the queries are real-time by default. So if your client is querying some data and it updates on the server, the front end will update immediately. So mainly there are two ways to set up Convex. The first one is self-hosting. For this, you will need a Docker and then installing Convex in that Docker, running it, and then connecting it more or less the same way as you would connect a cloud version. But we are going to go with a cloud version and hit this create project here. Type in YouTube demo and hit create. So now there are two development environments here. One is production and one is development. For now, we are going to set up a SvelteKit application. We'll call it Svelte Convex and hit enter. Enable some plugins, and since we are multilingual, 我们说一说很多语言. Install the dependencies. I would go with Convex Better-Auth UI setup, and it has a script here. Let's test it out. Nice. Did I just set up everything? So this setup is super cool. So basically it handles the public routes and then all other routes that require authentication, and it just lists the public routes here. We use the CLI which installed everything, and I'm like shocked because I used to set up all this stuff myself before. We're going to run npx convex dev, which is going to log into our Convex, create a project, generate development URLs. Okay, now it says that we are all set. And if we go back to our browser, we're going to see that something has changed. Is that inside this data table, we got these components, which as you can see, we have Better-Auth for our user management. We have resend set up already. So now we can see that everything is running. I'm streaming for 2 hours. If you're interested, by the way, you should jump into my next stream. Now we are going to test out to sign in. Okay, so it worked immediately. And we can see the session, the expiration token, and everything. Let me get a funny picture here. We're gonna crop it. It will probably work. Currently, this is not the perfect solution for uploading images and files because they are stored in this cloud environment. The optimal way would be to hook up your own storage system, for example, like Cloudflare R2, but that one requires you to have your own domain. So if you liked this short, make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and peace out.